Charles Darwin had visited Budapest instead of the Galapagos, his theory of evolution would have been completely different. Because here, gentlemen, natural selection is not about finch beaks, it's about romantic survival. And before you think this is just another How to Conquer Eastern Europeans video, let me make something clear. This is a crash course in cultural survival, a field manual to understand why a girl from Budapest can turn your ego into Danube dust with a single glance. In this video, you will understand why surviving a Budapest girl is practically a PhD in international relations. Budapest, a city that seems to be taken out of a dream. The architecture is so beautiful it hurts, because it's the kind of beauty that makes you wonder why you were born in a suburb with Walmart parking lots. But Budapest is not just a city, it's a goldsmith's workshop where 1,000 years of invasions, empires and revolutions have been forged into something we might call femininity with a certificate of historical authenticity. While the girls of Los Angeles worry about their personal brand on Instagram, the girls of Budapest have inherited proportions that defy both geometry and the male selfie. They are the result of a perfect genetic equation. Enough Slavic influence for those curves that make aerodynamic engineers sigh, with just enough Mediterranean flair to avoid Nordic coldness. Their silhouettes are, let me be poetic, like the lines of their Hungarian parliament reflected in the Danube. Architecture that seems impossible until you have it in front of you. Legs that seem to have been designed by the same genius who created the Gothic columns, but with the added functionality of being able to walk in heels on medieval cobblestones from 10 o'clock in the morning. But don't mistake that architectural beauty for structural fragility. A girl from Budapest may look like something out of a Renaissance painting, but they are warriors disguised as porcelain. She's like Athena in Versace, goddess of wisdom with a touch of Kill Bill in her handbag. Their bodies are living maps of European geography. The Slavic elegance of the north meets the passion of the south, creating those curves that eliminate any aerodynamic or psychological resistance. They are such perfectly calibrated specimens that many international pilots would like to navigate those routes, but few manage to obtain the necessary flight license. Because, let's be honest, dear compatriots, which is more seductive? Someone whose biggest drama was running out of Wi-Fi, or someone who has inherited the grace of walking as if every step was a declaration of cultural independence. Many Western gentlemen are spectacularly shipwrecked. They arrive with their best Tinder lines and meet someone who can discuss Kafka in 3 languages while preparing mangoes. A girl from Budapest isn't impressed with your BMW. She's impressed with your ability to carry on a conversation about literature without sounding like Wikipedia in a tie. They have grown up in a culture where literature is as important as bread. where poets are rock stars and where a philosophical discussion is considered intellectual foreplay. It's like bringing a plastic knife to a fencing duel. Technically, it's a weapon, but you're going to get badly hurt. And don't think you can fake it. They have a detector more accurate than a CIA polygraph. They can sniff out pseudo-intellectuality from 3 boroughs away. It's an evolutionary skill developed over decades of propaganda. If you survive that, you can detect any lie. Let's talk about money, because it's unavoidable. No, not the way you're thinking. Let's talk about how Budapest girls have developed a relationship with financial security that is simultaneously practical and romantic. They are not looking for a sugar daddy. They are looking for a competent financial partner. The difference is subtle but crucial. It's the difference between someone who wants to get everything paid for and someone who wants to make sure you're not going to ruin the future together on stupid impulses. They've seen what happens when economies collapse. Their parents lived through the transition from communism to capitalism, which is basically a masterclass in how everything can change overnight. So, when they evaluate a part, and they don't just look at your current salary, they look at your economic resilience. And now, gentlemen, let's talk about something your eyes have already noticed, but your mind has not yet fully processed. The applied physics of Hungarian attractiveness. You see, Hungarian women have developed what aeronautical engineers would call optimal design. Their silhouettes have eliminated any unnecessary drag, perfectly calculated curves that seem to defy the laws of gravity, while maintaining full functionality for walking in heels on 14th century cobblestones. Their necklines are treated as works of art on permanent display. It's not vulgarity, it's body curation. Each garment is selected with the precision of a museum curator deciding what deserves to be displayed and what must remain a mystery. And those eyes, they have that hypnotic quality that is only found in places where history has been particularly dramatic. They may be green like the Danube forests, blue like the skies over Pest, or brown like the coffee they divinely brew. But they all share the same lethal ability to simultaneously communicate, I can be yours, but you're going to have to prove you deserve it. It's as if they had patented the art of visual seduction. Enough to arouse interest, not enough to satisfy curiosity. An emotional marketing strategy that would make Madison Avenue advertisers weep with envy. So what does it really mean to survive a girl from Budapest? It's not about resisting or tolerating, it's about evolving. Expanding your capacity for cultural appreciation, honing your intellect, developing patience with complex processes. And if this sounds intimidating, well, you can always stick with dating apps where the deepest conversation is about horoscopes and fitness plans. But then they'd be missing out on the opportunity to be challenged by someone who can make them grow while making the best coffee they've ever tasted. As we say around here, if you come to Hungary, even if it costs you, behave yourselves.